We have two high school students who are here tonight who will lead us in the pledge. Casey Martiak and Jairo Opiñana, got it. All right, very good.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alan, do you have roll recording? Thank you. Mr. Reinhardt, Superintendent's report.
School board members in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania serve the community without compensation. It can be said that the only satisfaction that they receive is the satisfaction that each feels knowing that he or she is contributing to the good of the community by serving in an important and very demanding position of service. Because of this, PSBA designates the month of January each year as a time for schools to recognize the commitment and devotion that school board members offer in service to their communities. This year we have asked students to assist us in honoring your service, and we hope that you will enjoy their work and be moved by their words. So at this time, I would like to introduce one of our very talented art teachers to you, Mrs. Susan Joseph, and she is going to offer some background information on our first tribute tonight to the board. Sue?
Good evening. I'm Susan Joseph. Stand with my back to everybody. I'm the art teacher at Shawnee Elementary School and the elementary art coordinator. I'd like to thank Mr. Reinhardt for the opportunity to allow my students to share their talents and their appreciation. From gaining inspiration from Faith Ringgold and Vincent Van Gogh, we wanted to honor our guardians and heroes of our school district. Individually, our students are a piece of work, piece of artwork. Sorry, piece of work too. But together, they can become a masterpiece, and that's what they have done tonight in your honor.
Unveil.
And I apologize for joining this year.
Now, what she's showing is a mural created by students, which contains the photograph image of our board members in a superhero caricature, because they are indeed superheroes of the community. Now,
17 students work together to create it.
there you are. And could you share with the board I think you said it was based upon a book?
A book called Tar Beach,
Okay.
about a little girl named Cassie whose experience stemmed from Faith Ringgold's own life and her love of her city. And she would go up to Tar Beach, the rooftop of her house, every night with her baby brother laying on the mattress, and imagine they could just own the city by flying over it. Flying over the Brooklyn Bridge, wearing it like a diamond necklace, and your surroundings don't limit you; they can pretty much take you anywhere. And we have a superhero right in front of us. Literally.
She's stealing my thunder.
Sorry, that's all.
Thank you. Sue, thank you so much for helping students produce this, and each one of you need to check that out and see how you're pictured as superheroes. And the photographs that you see are the students who participated in this project, and you get to see your picture there a little bit. So hopefully we can hang this up somewhere and as a tribute to this current board and what you're about to, what you have been doing for us. Now, next we have to add an additional bit of recognition, as been implied by Susan and by Mrs. Hess. Mr. Pinnabone, our board president, assisted in saving the life of a fellow citizen yesterday in the city of Easton. And so we would like to add a special piece of recognition tonight to your life-saving effort there. So there is an Easton Bulldog, an Easton Red Rover rather, that designates you as a superhero tonight. So thank you, congratulations. It's my pleasure to introduce someone who continues to excel at the high school in all that she attempts, and I'm talking about Casey Martiak, who would like to offer to you some thoughts about her opportunities in Easton. Casey, would you like to come forward?
Okay. So, like he said, my name is Casey Martiak, and I'm here to speak on behalf of Easton Area High School in order to thank the school board and administration for all of the academic opportunities available to me and my peers. These opportunities include, but are not limited to, over 25 AP courses in all subjects ranging from sciences to Englishes, etc., 6 language tracks offered, a multitude of art classes from cartooning to clay construction, various business and computer science courses such as sports marketing and programming, family and consumer science classes like child development and culinary, media arts like our very own ETV, music organizations such as the band and orchestra and chorus, tech ed classes where we learn engineering, drafting, and more, and even core subject electives where students can double up on sciences or take additional social studies courses such as psychology. And outside of the classroom, we also want to recognize the school board for assisting in the upkeep of around 70 clubs and over 20 varsity sports. These opportunities are just as important to the academic strength of Easton's well-rounded students. And to conclude, I would like to share my story and how I personally have taken advantage of the high school's academic outlets. Over the course of the past 4 years, I have taken 9 AP courses and took advantage of the Spanish classes offered. I also enrolled in the Project Lead the Way engineering track during my freshman year and am currently in the senior capstone course. This track has exposed me to technologies such as 3D printing, programming and robotics, computer-aided design and milling. PLTW, as it's called, has introduced me to engineering concepts that most students don't get to see until college. To pair with engineering, I also plan on pursuing business, but there is not enough room in my schedule to take our business electives. So instead, the school, luckily enough, provided other opportunities, and I joined the club called DECA, which allowed me to focus on business at several marketing competitions throughout the year. And other clubs I've been involved in include student council and mock trial, and I even had the opportunity to co-found my own called STEM for Kids, where we encourage STEM to local elementary school students. And finally, I have also been a member of the varsity cheerleading team since freshman year. And I would like to thank Easton Area High School for preparing me for the next level as I plan on attending University of Notre Dame next year. And in closing, I would like to again extend many thanks to the school board for maintaining the academic opportunities at Easton High School. The student involvement and availability of academic opportunities is unmatched by any other school in the area. So thank you again for continuing that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mr. Geiger.
Kate, do you have any parents with you tonight?
I do not.
Anyone from the family? Just curious. I see Mr. Kapora back there, and I know that he was instrumental in recruiting you for this job. Thank you, Jeff. We appreciate it very, very much. And Casey, thank you once again. Very, very well done.
Thank you.
Finally, I would like to ask everyone to focus on the short news clip that we are going to share with you that was filmed about 10 years ago in an elementary school classroom in Ecuador.
Papá nos Estados Unidos. ¿Puedo levantar la mano? Su papá. Así todos. Ok.
Yo quiero que él venga para estar con él a contar. Me manda ropa, me manda dinero, para compensar juguetes, todo. Le digo, papi, ¿cuándo venís? Dice, ya no venir. Pero a mí lo que más me da tristeza es que yo quiero que él venga a estar con él, jugar un rato, ver a mis otros compañeros. Yo siento que no tengo papá. Me entero por la televisión. Mi mamá, ¿qué día? No sé qué día era, pero mami me avisó. Ojalá, le digo, yo ya estaba en mi cuarto, que no sé mi papá. Papi, si me escuchas, por favor, regresa pronto. Por favor, regresa pronto. Yo no puedo seguir soportando viéndoles a mis compañeros ahí jugando, ni con los papás, ni yo aquí solo con mi mamá. Por favor, ven pronto, papi.
The 7-year-old boy who was being interviewed and expressed his heartfelt sadness in that story will be graduating from Easton High School in June. And he's here with us tonight. I'd like you to welcome Jairo Oriana.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. I've been for a lot of stuff right here in Easton High School. I like this high school very much. It's one of the best high schools I ever been. I've been in 3 high schools right here in this country. I've been in Long Island, in Pacho, Long Island over there. The high school was pretty good actually, but the students over there were immigrants, and I couldn't learn English over there because most of them they spoke Spanish. So then I moved to Elizabeth, New Jersey. And Elizabeth, New Jersey is a ghetto place. Well, I don't want to describe it like that, but there's a lot of black people over there, and you don't learn anything over there. So my family decided to move to a new town, to a better town, to a better life. That's how we came over here to this country. And we just moved to Easton. And I came over here. I remember going through the door, and I was thinking, what am I going to do now? What was my goal since the beginning? And my goal was to actually learn English, to be someone alive, and to be someone better than yesterday. To be the one that came from that video to be the one that I'm right now. I came from not having my father with me to being here, speaking your language in English, and taking CP and AP classes. I still remember when I was the boy in the corner, being afraid. So I asked the teacher for permission to go to the bathroom because I was so scared to mispronounce a word. And I just think about that. It makes me feel so sad because a lot of kids in our high school, our beautiful high school, have the same trouble, have the same problems, and they're not given the opportunity to speak out. You know what I'm talking about? To be a voice. And I realized that. So when I was going through high school, I had to go through a lot of steps, especially in the tests, the keystones, and they were all hard. For me, the keystones were so difficult that I had to stay at night studying. I had to use Google Translator on my phone and translate every single word to understand it. And when it was time to get the test, to take the test, I just look at the screen and I was like, I don't get it. I just didn't get it. It was my 3rd time that I tried, and I passed 3 keystones in the same year. It was my junior year. Junior year was the year that I met Mr. Hannah right here, and I told him my story. I told him I was afraid. I was the last kid in that meeting to speak because I was so nervous and I was so afraid to mispronounce a word or just see another student laugh at me because of my accent or the way I looked or something like that. So I just told him my story, and I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate what you've done for me, and I appreciate what you've done for every single student in our high school. And I would like to thank you all for that. And I would also like to thank my principal, Mr. Gonzalez. He's not here. I would also like to thank my ESL teachers and all the teachers that have been with me during these 4 years. It's been a great experience. It's been an amazing experience, especially because once you're a rebel, you're always wrong. And I feel that because of the bonfire, this hip hop, and all this religion in this high school is so beautiful that I just want to stay here forever. Some people want to graduate, but I'm like, no, I gotta go and learn English in 2 years. It takes a person from another country to be in ESL and get out of ESL 5 years, and I did it in 2. Because I have my motivation, that is my mother over here. She's always with me. She's always with me. She's the reason why I am the way that I am. Sometimes I can be. She's the reason. I love her so much. And my stepfather, he couldn't make her today. He had to work. I love him too. My father, he's over there in Ecuador. He has a life. And I love him too, even if he don't talk to me. But it's fine. I love him. Right, so I was just like, I would like to thank you all for giving me this opportunity to talk to you. Thank you very much. After graduation, I will go to NAC and then try to transfer to Penn State. So, because I don't have a lot of money to spend 4 years, obviously. So, that's my story, and I hope you like it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Great job. Thank you for sharing.
Could we ask your mother to stand up, please, and be recognized? Diana. A compelling story, and one that we really felt would be appropriate tonight, given the fact that we are looking at the opportunity to somehow say thank you to everybody, and a fabulous story. So congratulations to you, Aro, and I know you're going to your plan is to go to community college and on to Penn State, and these people here, we support the community college, so we're really glad to know that that's something that you're going to take advantage of in the near future, and best wishes to you. Thank you. So once again, thanks to everyone for tonight's tributes to our board. I really appreciate that, and on behalf of the Easton community, I want to thank our Board of Education for all that you do for all of us. Thank you.
3 reports. CIU 20, Ms. Price.
Okay, well, at our last meeting, we approved a few new positions, paid bills, and we're currently reviewing all our policy manuals. And on March 20th, the IU is going to be hosting Leadership Symposium for K-12 education. And if you're interested in presenting, you would contact Todd Van Norick at the IU.
Thank you. Is there anyone here from the Eastern Public Library?
Thank you. My name is Anna Mary Lord. I'm representing the Eastern Public Library this evening. I just have some statistics for you for the closing of 2016 and a few other points of interest. We had 396,281 visits that were made to both the main library and the Palmer branch. 376,759 items borrowed both library and online. Close to 34,000 patrons maintained active library cards. 18,960 to be precise participants in our extending children's programs at both branches, and 2,500 patrons used the Marks room. The library is also currently participating in the Pennsylvania Library Association PA Forward Star Library Program. The STAR program seeks to, quote-unquote, this is coming from the actual site for the Pennsylvania Library Association, showcase and recognize libraries that incorporate Pennsylvania Forward and the 5 key literacies into their programming activities, displays, and events. The 5 essential literacies that are being proposed and are being worked on are basic literacy, information literacy, civic and social literacy, financial and health literacy.
The library, the library will reach a bronze status with an aim to become a gold star library in 4 years. The March Room has received another donation from our local patron, Robert Darwin. The donation is of 2 aerial views of Easton, one from 1997 and another one from 2002. And both photographs will be on display outside of the Marx Room. And finally, there was an over $500 donation to the Palmer Branch in honor of Anna and Bob Segal, in honor of their 50th wedding anniversary and both 70th.
Thank you. CIT, Ms. Hester, Ms. Weiss.
Yes, I do have something. So last week we said our farewells to Dr. Raw and introduced Adrienne Jones, who's going to be the new superintendent of CIT. She also presented the budget last week at the meeting, which is on the agenda today to vote on 2017-2018 budget for CIT and also a distribution of the unspent funds. They have a house, they built a house, a second house, and as of last week, I think we had an offer on the house, so hopefully I'll get a better report on that next time. It's sold? Perfect, and there you go, sold. So that was great. Another, and they're going to be starting a new one, I guess, in the next year.
Closing about
Thank you. Yep. Mr. Edwards also presented recognition to the board, and they, unlike this, we didn't get a picture and all of this fancy stuff, but they did have each student from that district recognize that board member, which I thought was very nice. It's kind of a new program that he's initiated. And that's it. That's my report. Oh, no, I got one more thing. Sorry. We have 2 students that got medals at the DECA competition. So Sierra McSwain, she won first place in accessory and apparel, and Savannah Redfern won 3rd place in job interview. So it was pretty good recognition for students.
Thank you. Northampton Community College, Mr. Finn.
Thank you. At this time of year, we always have a board retreat. We actually have one in January, and the purpose of that is to review what our budget's looking like and everything, and prepare everything for presentation to the school districts. And I'm not going to take anything away from that presentation, because that is going to be coming up in an upcoming meeting. And then next month, in February, we also have a retreat where we start looking at our capital projects, both that may be current, as well as projecting and looking into the future of things that may be up and coming. And that completes my report.
Thank you. The Foundation for Eastern Schools, Mr. Schimmer.
The biggest thing there is the gala. It's coming up April 8th. And the distinguished alumni guests are going to be Robert Ferrero from the class of 1966, Dr. Robert Siegel, class of 77, Eric Dye, PhD, class of 1998, and Chanel Price, class of 2008. And the proceeds from that go towards teacher grants, to help get stuff for the classrooms and the students. So it's a really worthwhile program, very entertaining program. And if we can make it, we hope everyone will try to come out. It's going to be Saturday, April 8th at the Country Club. So mark your calendars. That's all I have.
Thank you. Charles Schmidt, Science and Technology Initiative, Mr. Ronan.
The board met in December, awarded $10,000 split between high school and CIT to fund some STEM programs. Next meeting's not until a couple months from now. That's all I've got.
Thank you. Legislative, Mr. Fainall.
Not really anything to report right now. You're just beginning.
Thank you. Mr. Geiger, would you like to introduce our Student Council Executive Board President?
Yes, tonight we have Michael Callan.
Olivia has a game tonight, so Lindsay, Sales, and I stepped in. We don't have much to report. Next weekend, we'll be having our first winter gala, open to all grades. It's a dance at the high school. It'll be held in the cafeteria. Tickets are $5, so it's a reduced price from the homecoming ticket sale, and we're hoping all students will come out. It's a black and white theme, so we wanted to put something in the winter season to get students out together. We're also working, and that's in partnership with the senior class. We're also working with the Students Against Destructive Decisions Club in the school to put an every 15 minutes program in May, which works to educate students about the effects of drunk driving. So I'm sure you'll be hearing more about that in the future. We began planning our Special Olympics, and we're looking to have 250 volunteers, I believe, this year to help out with all the students at the school. We started planning our EHS Spirit Week, which will occur in the last week of April, and each of the days, I'm sure you're all aware, have different themes at the high school, so we're selecting the themes, and then we're also beginning to plan for AAG on Saturday. And just today, actually, the student council wanted to thank the teachers for their first semester performance and getting everyone through, so we bought each of them expo markers and gave them in their mailboxes as a thank you. That's all I have. Are there any questions?
Thank you very much. PTA, Ms. Alexander.
Apologies for Michelle, she could not be here tonight. I wanted to start by thanking Mr. Reinhardt and Mr. Simonetta for coming to our area council meeting to meet with parents. We appreciated that. Allie gave everyone a report from all the different schools, so you can sort of review more in detail. There are a lot of different events coming up, fundraisers for each of the different schools. We wanted to mention specifically that Founders Day is coming up, and it will take place on March 2nd this year, and it's hosted at Shawnee Elementary School. Everyone should have invitations to that, and we invite all of you to come, administrators, principals. It's they always do a wonderful job. If you attended last year at Palmer, it was a pretty nice event. So we invite you all to that. From Area Council, as you remember last year, we participate in the Reflections competition for National PTA. Easton always participates, and this year we had participation from Easton Area High School, Easton Area Middle School, Tracy, and Shawnee. And we wanted to let you know that we are sending a bunch of winners to the regional level. After regional is state and national, so there's different levels of the competition. So I just wanted to really quickly let you know who those students are representing Easton, and then that will conclude our report because you can read what you have. So we have Kimberly Lopez, Jennifer Davila, Brittany Adames, Jamil Perez, Sebastian Joswick, Renee Elizabeth Williams, Bronwyn Dabrowski, Kate Campbell, Santino Curto, Aaron Brandon Cologne, Samuel Niraj, Eva Srinivasan, Isabella Victoria Valentine Montero, Samuel Niraj is also for middle school. We have some repeat categories. Madison Binder, Avery Nicole Kaufman, Danielle Howe, Sienna Valenciak, Jonathan Yu, Shayla Sierra Baker, Emily Berry, Caitlin Falkowski, Joseph Lehrer, Ian Matthew Berry, Evan Guidish, Reagan Crawford, Caitlin Crespo, Lucas Charles, Dane Crawford, and I believe that's everybody. So they will be representing Easton, and we're very proud of the participation, and we're very proud to have the high school participate for the first time. So thank you.
EAEA.
Nothing to report.
Thank you. Bus drivers, we have EASD Diversity Alliance, Mr. Reinhardt.
Yes, members of our group are signing up for subcommittees, and we expect to be meeting within the next month or so.
Thank you, Mr. Reinhardt. Is there anyone from the public who would like to be heard on agenda items only? Seeing none. Motion to accept the executive session report is listed. Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Can I have a motion to approve the minutes as listed? Second. Discussion. Opposed? In favor? Opposed?
I'm trying to trick us. See if we were paying attention to
I have a motion to accept number 7, A, B, C, D, all the way down to N. We're just gonna do personnel this time.
Make a motion with regret from the resolution of retirement.
Thank you, Mr. Faino. Can I have a second?
Second.
With regrets, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Can I have a motion to accept A through I, and we're adding letter J, which is not on the agenda, title Exchange Student. The motion is to approve the agreement between the Eastern Area School District and the Pro-American Educational and Cultural Exchange Incorporated to permit one exchange student to enroll in the Eastern Area High School in the 16-17 academic year in accordance with EASD Policy 239. Also, can I have a motion to accept 9 finance, 10 miscellaneous? And my page is stuck together, and that's it. Wait. 10C.
Mike, I need one more than that.
Never mind, guys. Mike Simonetta messed that all up. So we're going to do it again. We're getting ready to roll the mic screwed up and just stay a little longer. Can I have a motion to accept academics A through I, including the J carry-on?
Motion.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No on F.
Thank you. No for F.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to accept 9 finance, A, B, C, D, skip E, and 10 miscellaneous A, B, and C?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're going to go back to finance number 9, letter E, Taxpayer Relief Act. Mr. Simonetta, can you just explain what the vote means today for the board?
Yeah, I just wanted to pull that out. Again, I apologize for missing the meeting last week, but I just wanted to ask the board if there's any additional clarification. I forwarded some correspondence. If you recall, the administration is requesting at this time to just allow us the opportunity to give us more time to finalize the budget with the possibility of exceeding index. And so denying this resolution tonight will give us that opportunity. The reason why this resolution is on denying this motion tonight will give us the opportunity to continue working and the opportunity, if necessary later on, if the board approves it, to exceed index.
So a yes vote is to not exceed index.
Correct.
And the no vote is to potentially in the future exceed.
The reason why it's all like this, the timelines are kind of backwards in my mind. We have to approve by January 31st whether we're going to exceed index. But we have until February 15th to apply for exceptions. Now, what will happen if the board allows us to do that? A budget will be, a preliminary proposed budget will be completed by the end of this week. It will be available to the public as per the requirements, and then we would look to approve that preliminary budget at the February 7th committee meeting, and we change that for an action meeting. And even then, so you'll have 3 opportunities for the budget. You'll then have a proposed preliminary review, a final preliminary, and then a final budget. And up until that final budget, the board can make the final decision whether to exceed the index.
The final is what, May?
Well, our target date is the end of May. If we have it until June 3rd.
And just in case, Mr. Simonetta's clarification confused people more. A yes vote is not to exceed, not looking at exceeding. A no vote is having the possibility to exceed.
To apply for the, and even the state still hasn't determined, we just know by the formula we're eligible. The state still has to approve.
Mr. President, isn't it based on how the motion is made? So the motion either has to be to approve it or to deny it.
It says, a motion to approve, says.
So it's motion to approve. So then it would be reverse what you said, right? don't have it. Do you have the attached resolution?
No, if you,
Yes,
if
we
you
have.
approve the resolution, then we don't have the opportunity.
Right.
Approving the resolution that we will not raise the levy.
Okay.
So we can't really,
Hold on,
A
we'll
bunch of
let
negatives.
we'll let the attorney go through it.
Okay, yeah, so, this resolution is in the form of, the operative part of this resolution is what part of this number one. The board certifies that it will not increase any school district tax for the 2017-2018 school year at a rate that exceeds the index as calculated by the Department of Education. That's the critical thing that is required by one.
So yes vote is not to exceed, no vote is
Opportunity.
Mike.
If you want to provide the flexibility that Mr. Simmons just requested.
Mr. Simmons, before we vote, can you just make one clarification? At the last meeting, we were told that the index is 3.1. It's in fact 3.2 this year. 3.2, yeah. Ally, can you do a roll call vote, please? Oh, I'm sorry. Motion to accept the resolution as presented.
I'll make that motion.
Second? Discussion? Ally, roll call vote, please.
No.
Mr. Fain?
Yes.
Mrs. Hess? Yes. Mr. Monahan?
No.
Mr. Obi?
No.
Ms. Price? No. Mrs. White?
No.
Mr. Finkelstein?
Yes. 5-3, so the board has given permission.
I think you have to do a second one, don't you, John? So we have to do a motion.
No, we don't, because otherwise we'd be saying that we intend to. All we have to do is certify that we don't intend to.
There is no motion
Okay.
to approve to go.
What we're doing, what the board has done is given the administration permission to possibly go above the index and raise taxes to 4.8%. 5-3. All right, thank you. Is there anyone from the public?
Say as much as, but not
Necessarily.
Much.
Right, exactly. Or none at all. If that's the case.
Any public to be heard on non-agenda items only? Non-agenda items only. Any other business from the board members? Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you.